receivers in the NFL. To even be inside your top 10 speaks to how brilliant of a player he is.
Okay, so real quickly, I actually filmed this already, but somehow the screen was just all black. It didn't actually show the video aspect. If it doesn't show the video again, I apologize. But basically what this is the, and I hate giving this show any kind of recognition at all, the Max Kellerman show. I can't stand this MFer. But you have Matthew Berry, who is actually a huge Washington fan. He's a Redskins fan. He's a Washington football team fan. He has been his whole life. So whenever he's not unbiased. He's not biased. He doesn't go out of his way to praise the Washington football team or their players. But whenever someone on the team is doing very well, he does give them their shine, and that's what he's about to do right here. If you don't know who Matthew Berry is, he's a fantasy kind of guru. He has his own show where he goes over top receivers, who to sit, who to start on a week-to-week basis. So listen to what he has to say, and I'm really kind of believe what he says, but I think he undersells it just a little bit still. But he does give Terry McLaurin a lot of props. So hear him out here.
He's amazing. This is a guy who was a top 20 wide receiver last year on a points-per-game basis, and he did
despite scoring only 4 touchdowns. He got really unlucky with the touchdowns. And also, think about the quarterbacks that McLaurin was playing with last year. Dwayne Haskins, who's now a backup and was released by Washington. Kyle Allen, Alex Smith, and we love Alex Smith. It's Alex Smith. He's a new colleague here of ESPN. We're all big fans of Alex Smith, the person and the player. But look, not a guy that was driving the ball down the field last year. So Terry McLaurin had to play with multiple quarterbacks last year. Let's just call it inconsistent quarterback play, and yet still was a top 20 wide receiver. Now he gets Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick, in the last 3 seasons in which he's played at least 12 games, he has supported a top 15 fantasy wide receiver. He made Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker things when he was with the Jets. He resurrected Devontae Parker's career in Miami, and now he gets Terry McLaurin. You think about what Fitz likes to do. He likes to drive. He's not scared to drive the ball downfield. He's not scared to throw into traffic. He's not scared to be aggressive. You think about the speed of somebody like McLaurin. I think sky's the limit for Terry McLaurin. I am, again, like I said, top 10 wide receiver. He comes in at number 9 for me. Call him Terry McScorin.
Wow, well done by you.
By the way, Curtis Samuel, who they brought.
Okay, so hopefully the video is still playing. If you didn't play, I apologize. I can't really tell to the end of this, and I filmed it twice already. It's not working, so I'm not going to do it again. But I just wanted to reiterate, I believe him. I believe everything he says. He's a top 10 receiver. And with a bad quarterback play, he still was a top 20 receiver. And when he has a quarterback like Fitzpatrick, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's going to get better stats. If you look at his projection for this year, 1,200 receiving yards, almost 1,300 receiving yards, 92 receptions, 6 touchdowns, I think he's going to get a little bit more than that. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick knows here's the thing. McLaurin got that last year. Here's something that Matthew Berry did not bring up. This is why I say he undersold it. Is Terry dealt with double coverage all the time. He had a guy in his face all the time, and he had help over the top, so he could never actually blow the top off a defense, can never really get behind the defense very often. Most of his touchdowns came from long, him catching a deep one. He only had 4 touchdowns. That's what Matthew Berry said. I can think of 2 of them right now. One, he caught a slant and he ran to the house against the Eagles. And then he had another one where he got behind the defense against the Dallas Cowboys. So right there's 2 of your touchdowns. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of the other ones right now. I think you got another one. I'm trying to think of. I think it might have been Detroit or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not gonna pick the wrong thing and be. I mean, no one's gonna bug me for being wrong here. I'm just guessing. But 4 touchdowns. I can remember 2 of them. One was a catch and run and a long run against the Eagles, and one was a behind the defense bomb against the Dallas Cowboys. So that was 2 of them right there. And he had double coverage most of the time. You could easily take McLaurin was, I wouldn't say he was rendered ineffective, but he was rendered not the full threat that he is by teams, because they could bracket him. They would take away his inside route, force him outside, and then if you went over the top, there was help over the top. So they would take him out of games like that, and they found ways to get him open, but it was still so hard. I don't think he's going to get just that. They're factoring in the same kind of coverage. You're not going to be able to double cover Terry McLaurin when you have Curtis Samuel on the outside, on the inside, and you have De'Ami Brown on the outside as well, and Cam Sims. You can't cover all of that. If you bracket that, someone's going to get wide open, and we're going to have bombs deep to De'Ami and Curtis Samuel. I promise you that. So if they're double covering McLaurin, that might be his numbers with double coverage, but I don't think he's going to get double covered. I think a lot of teams are going to have to rely on some form of single coverage, and it's not going to be great, because I think whatever Washington does, whatever you do against Washington's offensive or their receiving weapons, there's going to be a counter. You double cover McLaurin, okay, De'Ami Brown, Curtis Samuel, you're going to eat, and Logan Thomas is going to eat. You're going to tell me you're not going to have a safety helping with Logan Thomas? That's just stupid, okay? And you can't have a safety on Logan Thomas and a safety on McLaurin. Now you have to rely on your corners to make sure they don't get beat deep. So they're going to be playing deeper. Now you have like 5-10 yards comebacks that are going to be wide open all the time. There's just so many things that Washington has done to make their offense so hard to beat that I don't see McLaurin not getting more, like less than like 1,300 yards. And I don't think he's going to get just 6. I think he's going to get about 100 receptions, because he's going to be open all the time. He's going to be open a large percent of the time. And whenever they actually start like game planning against defenses, and I mean, obviously defense is going to try to game plan against him, but their plan is going to go to hell once they start getting bombs to De'Ami, Curtis Samuel, so on and so forth. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is a short video. I appreciate everyone watching. I know I just threw this together. Watch the game tonight. If you don't already, you should download if you have Roku, I know this is how I'm going to watch it. Download Roku and get the NBC Sports app. NBC Sports app, I think, is the best way to watch the preseason games. So that's what I recommend. Let me know what you think in the video down below. And as usual, hail to the football team. Hail to the Redskins. Have a good one. See ya.